Friends and subscribers of the Sunderland Sound YouTube channel, welcome to episode number 5 of the Sunderland Sound Family Adventures, where we jump into the wonderful city of Nashville. What better way to check out all of the musical happenings than hopping on a scooter and checking the whole thing out? Back in the hotel, we got a nice little preview of what we could expect in and around Broadway. And as you can see, there's music from 10 in the morning until 2 in the morning. The music does not stop in the city, and I like it that way. Stop number 1 was at the world-famous Ryman Theater to go see Big Red himself, Mr. Trey Anastasio, the singer from Fish.
Learn something when you came to this concert. I'm not here to learn stuff. I just want to hear songs. I could pull out the chalkboard. No, it's true.
Do it.
There you go. I can learn you some more things if you want. I'm not done with that one. If it's learning you want, that's an element I've never added to the acoustic show, the learning segment. Man's brother coming down on me.
The acoustics in the theater really must be experienced to be heard. It kind of gave you that feel of the Old South, a bit of a Dixie vibe, if you will.
Here comes the Joker. We all must laugh, 'cause we're all in this together, and we love take the back. And never have to worry. I call you instead. Drop me off the Chinese wall and peel my fingers off the rim. I come unglued while in every land to reform their pride. Every once in a while when I'm playing these songs, these weird, stupid thoughts pop through my head. And it just happened. This is the thing that just popped in my head while I was playing that song. I went to see, the four of us, the Fish guys, went to see Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. And since we were, riding high at that moment, we were got to go backstage, and we went backstage, and went after the show, all the guys were back there, and we went in the hallway, and I'm standing in the hallway. Crosby came up and was like, "Hey man, it's cool what you guys are doing and all that stuff." And then Stephen Stills came up and he's like, "Oh man, nice to meet you and all that stuff." And then Neil Young, I got to meet him, and then I'm standing in the hallway, and Graham Nash comes walking down the hall, and he walks up to me. He's got this real serious look on his face, and he comes up and he goes, "Hey, congratulations on all your success, man." I'm like, "Thanks." And he grabbed me by the shirt, and he went, "Don't it up!" I'm like, "Whoa, Graham Nash." One of my favorite moments of the trip was being able to just kind of go from window
performance to window performance and seeing all of these spectacular session players bouncing from gig to gig and just hearing different levels of musicianship from all of the different players playing different styles. It's truly an amalgamation of all different types of music and across different types of clubs as well. I had the distinct pleasure of visiting the world-famous Grimey's music as an avid record collector. As you've seen on many of our other videos, I always make a point of stopping at the best-known record store in the area, but Grimey's is particularly important just based on its role in the local community and its role in supporting all of the local artists, as you can see here with Chappelle Roan. Also, in-store appearances by My Morning Jacket. There's a famous performance of the Black Keys performing in the basement here as well. I recommend you check that out, but no better place to see the deep and rich history of vinyl and the collection of vinyl of the early days of country, but also brand new stuff and world music as well. Needs to be seen to really experience it. Next up was Jack White's Third Man Records, and boy did we love this. Not only did we get to see the record store, but we got to the Blue Room, his club, and had the unbelievable opportunity randomly to see Tyler Ramsey, who was a member of the Band of Horses, as well as Braison Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's brother, perform, and it was fantastic, as you'll see momentarily.
This is the build your own demo room, which I think is a pretty cool concept. It's dead. That sounds amazing. Yep. Mr. White knows something about something.
Some folks said oh, blue they bad.
Oh, muddy. I got my man Beck here. What's up, Beck?
What's up, y'all?
We're checking out Third Man Records, and I think we're gonna go check out the Blue Room tonight. That's what's going down, yeah?
Yeah, it's a pretty chill venue. I really like it here. The music's really good. We bring in a lot of great talent. It's definitely something worth check out when you make it here to Nashville.
So, I guess lead us in.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's do it. All right. Thanks, man.
how's it going? Thanks for the hospitality at Sun Diner. I just got to know, what's the best thing I got to eat on the menu?
The breakfast wrap with this green sauce is definitely my favorite. Sometimes I go to bed at night and I can't wait for the next day because I just want it so much.
I love it. I'm in. Thank you. Let's do that. She's a beaut, Clark.
Say that at the very top of the experiences of going to Nashville was the Museum of African American Music. Being able to go all the way back to pre-slavery and then post-slavery and the advent of postmodern classical music, i.e. Scott Joplin, going through all of the different types of music that were created, the ragtime music, the secular and the non-secular music. The Entertainer is a great example of Maple Leaf Rag. Understanding the implications and how it translated into popular music as you move into folks like Robert Johnson and more well-known blues artists, it is undeniable that a good portion of country music happens because of this.
That's alright. Come on, y'all. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, yes. Don't it feel good? Put it on the seal. Can I play this guitar?
all the artists who have restaurants and clubs in Nashville, we chose to go to Lainey's, Lainey Wilson's Bell Bottoms Up. As huge fans of Yellowstone, we thought that that would be a good place to hang out. Finally got out to see the original Grand Ole Opry. And again, wasn't a huge fan of country music, but getting to see the communal aspect of the Grand Ole Opry and how strong the bonds were between all of the different artists and how close everybody was really important. Of course, the classic Mini Pearl. And to see that this was the soundstage for Hee Haw, the original versions of Hee Haw, which of course was before my time, but incredibly important in the historical lineage of country music. Street Blues Club, where we saw an absolutely killing house band For a small tip, I asked them to play some Herbie Hancock, and they said, "Oh yeah, we know one," and proceeded to jump right into Watermelon Man for me.
Here at the Country Music Hall of Fame, about to head into the Studio B tour. How bad do you want me to ask him if there's a basement in the Country Music Hall of Fame?
Sitting at the piano where Elvis wrote the majority of his hits really gave me chills, knowing how important that was to music history. And it was a fantastic way to cap off the trip. And with that, we end the journey. Thank you again for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, like, hit the bell. And hey, I'd love to see some comments. Where do you think we should go next? You want to see us go to Bali? Just say the word. I wish it was that easy, but we do plan to do several more episodes, so let us know, and we'll see you soon.